Hey guys, Jared Chunks21 here. So first and foremost, apologize I missed the live stream. I had something going on. I have my niece here, and I wanted to spend a little bit more time with her. She's back home now. Secondly, as you can tell, background's a little bit different. I'm in a separate room of my house right now because of the thunderstorm. There's also a tornado watch going on where I live right now, so I'm in a separate room. But I wanted to get into it. Now, I watched Channel Federator's video about Mr. Krabs, and they went over, state and federal laws. But I wanted to go over, as someone planning to go into law enforcement, his crimes that could equal out to a life sentence in the whole thing. So, first and foremost, we're going to hop into this. I'm going to go into number one. Number one is going to be one of his least one of the crimes that's probably not going to get him that much time. So, let me pull it up here. So, we're going to start out with number one, which is I'm going to start with poaching of an endangered species or endangered or threatened species. We're going to assume, because Bikini Bottom is based off the Bikini Atoll, when he stole what he believed to be a pearl, but was really an egg from a clam, or mollusk, or whatever the hell you want to call it, that the creature was a rare or endangered species, making this not only a United States federal crime, it would also make it an international poaching crime, which would make his crime both punishable federally by the United States government and by by the United Nations and Interpol. So you'd face a penalty of not more than $50,000, or imprisoned for not more than 1 year, or both. Now, it's likely going to be a lot more when you consider that it'd be international. And you also have the potential for EPA, which deals with the fact that this is a endangered species, which would be up to 1 year imprisonment, maximum of $50,000. It's a misdemeanor. So it is his least punishable crime in the United States. Next, you've got counterfeiting, which is about 20 year sentence. So right now he's got 21 years stacked up with just 2 criminal acts, and it would likely get worse and worse depending on where the money went, what he used it for, what he perpetuated it for, etc. His third offense is going to be his third offense is probably going to be I'm trying to think. I made the list out in my head and I didn't write it down. What did I just had that pulled up?
If you've kept an eye on Mr.
I'd say it's probably going to be animal abuse, which is a somewhat punishable federal offense, depending on what it is. Again, we're going to go off the fact that this was based in Bikini Bottom, the Bikini Atoll. Any jellyfish in that area are likely protected species, meaning the federal government can prosecute through the EPA. So now he's got 22 years, probably even more because he's done it before. His fourth offense is going to be the violation of workers' rights, which is a major crime. It is a very, very, very major crime. That's just going to vary depending on different circumstances. But we're going to get into the one that's probably going to give him life in prison or the death penalty. And that is aiding and abetting in a terrorist or detonation of an explosive device. Judging by the explosive cloud residue in the Pie episode where the bomb blows up and SpongeBob, the bomb blows up. That appears to be some kind of nuclear bomb, judging by the mushroom cloud. What that means is that, pursuant to the United States guidelines about detonation of a nuclear material, and this is both international because, remember, Bikini Bottom is underwater, and it is illegal to detonate a nuclear weapon underwater. What this means is he is going to face life in prison or the death penalty for aiding and abetting. I'd wager that, he's pretty much the one responsible for that bomb going off. So that is pretty much what it is. He is going to face very possibly life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty for detonation of a nuclear device, aiding and abetting in the detonation of an explosive, biological, or chemical or radiological weapon, etc. Now, I probably quoted all of this wrong again. It's really hard to know laws and stuff, but Channel Frederator missed that one, which, I'm a little surprised. That he did aid and abet. He didn't call the police to try to figure out a way to get this fixed. Now, granted, I doubt any police force has ever had a situation where someone calls up and says, "Hey, one of my employees just swallowed a nuclear bomb." At that point, the police is going to be like, "Okay, buddy, we'll send the paddy wagon. We'll get you an appointment with the psych ward." Because, it's never, it's probably not something that happens that often. In fact, I don't think it's ever happened, but you know what I mean. So, he did aid and abet in the fact, and that is pretty much what I'm basing this off of. He didn't do anything to try to really prevent this. He just said, take SpongeBob out, make him happy, give him his last few hours alive. Not sure. I'm sure Mr. Krabs didn't realize it was a nuclear bomb. But going by the explosion itself, it was definitely a nuclear bomb. So, Mr. Krabs would be facing life in prison without the possibility of parole, and he would very likely face the death penalty. But I wanted to make the video. I wanted to give you guys something because I haven't been uploading that often and I missed the live stream. Trust me, I don't intend to miss live streams, but sometimes stuff happens. I'll also be getting Adobe Premiere soon, so I'll be able to, the live streams won't be probably Fallout New Vegas, it'll be Fallout 3, and then New Vegas will have its own uploads, or by the time I get Adobe Premiere, I'll have a computer where our live streams will be GTA 5 mod shenanigans. So, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, comment down below, tell me what I got wrong, tell me what I got right, and I'll see you guys later.